got my
Ladies
button
and gentlemen,
ready.
Toya Delazy. You're getting it from all sides.
Hey, gents. How you
Toya,
doing?
hey, howdy.
Howdy. How are you?
Good and you.
Oh.
Let's put you in the middle. There you go.
Very. Oh, I look huge.
The
My head
rose
looks
between
enormous.
the
I'm gonna sit
thorns.
back a little.
Literal. Colorful.
How are you, Toya? It's been a while.
Bruh, yo. I'm good. It's been a while. It's really been a while.
And funny enough, that album that's sitting there over your shoulder, I was just telling Martin about it, going back to the days at Sony, and I was looking for it earlier today. He signed that copy of the album for my son, who still to this day still sings Toya Delazy tracks from that album. And he knows the words still to this day backwards. And now he is 10 years later, he's a 20-year-old rapper who is, following in his dad's footsteps to a large degree, getting involved in film as well as, getting involved in music. And he's released his first single. He's writing new tracks. And, it's kind of like he got really influenced by artists like yourself. And to think that was nearly 10 years ago, Toya.
Yeah, time has flown. Like, so many people are like, I used to listen to, I listened to you when I was growing up, and I'm like, whoa. But it's just 10 years. Yeah, like, it's been 10 years, guys, since then. Wow. 10 years. Time just flies.
That's scary. It's absolutely scary.
I know, right?
Then you kind of you took a bit of a sabbatical in all of that. I mean, let's go back a bit. Let's go back a while. I mean, because you kind of just like, what happened to Toya? I mean, because that was, you dropped in 2013.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, on spot. Yeah.
Yeah, that was 2013. I mean, with the first single actually coming out 2012.
Yeah.
Roughly. Love is in the Air came out in 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you remember it so well, but you're a part of it.
Yeah, I still remember, and I was saying to Martin earlier when we were waiting for you to join us, is that I still remember being sent the first demos that you sent to Sony of just you on piano.
Yeah.
And it was just literally you on piano. And I remember saying to the guys at Sony, oh, that's the sound. But no, we want to get it more poppy and everything. I said, but that is the beauty of, for me, when I first heard Toya Delazy, just you and that piano just blew me away.
Yeah. So you can imagine now why it's been such a mission to go back to my roots, because I'm a very organic writer. Like, I love singing. I don't like it too much when my voice has been distorted I mean, I'm glad it happened. I mean, it was still my writing. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have met all these amazing people, and your kid wouldn't be singing the songs, But I think I'm glad I allowed myself to evolve as an artist, I think it's very important, even though, I don't know, how are you feeling? Have you heard the new stuff?
Oh, whoa. No, let's just, and we're going to get to that. Before we get to the new stuff, because it's literally blown me away. Absolutely.
Whoa.
And I think it's exactly what I didn't want Martin to hear too much until we got to tonight.
I know. Let's face it. I've been waiting at least a week for this, if not all my life.
Wow, I remember. Oh, this is exciting.
But going back to coming from where you were, from Love Is in the Air to literally now with Resurrection. Which is an incredibly powerful. But I mean, even before Resurrection, last year you dropped Funani, which was a phenomenal track and was rated incredibly highly across a lot of platforms. And people were like, "Wow, is this the new Toya Delazy?"
Yeah.
And then AfroRave Vol.1 hits us, and it hits us hard. And it kind of like, it's where And if I have to think back, and I go back to where would I have liked to see Toya Delazy go from Dewdrop, etc., to now, it feels right.
Oh yeah, that is great, because it feels right to me as well.
Yeah, it feels right. It feels like you've discovered the raw emotion of who Toya Delazy is, and just said, right. And excuse me for
let's go.
Like, fuck it, let's just
fuck it, let's go.
Let's go for it. Let's just go for it. Let's just do what we feel inside and make the music that you want to make.
There's a lot of swearing on the show tonight. I don't know. I'm happy enough.
We had these guys from Vietnam earlier, Shady Lanes, and do yourself a favor, Toya. It's actually something you should go and check out. If you have a look at the links in the show tonight, it's a band from Vietnam called Shady Lanes.
Okay.
And it's kind of like Linkin Park meets aggressive hip hop. Aggressive hip hop in a way, but it's got a lot deeper story to it. He went through a really bad time, and it's about suicide and things like that. But it's an incredibly powerful track.
Yeah,
but these boys can play, and it's also got a bit of
say it again, please.
Shady Lanes.
Shady Lanes. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and the song is called "The Confines of Everything." But the link is there. I'll just quickly post it up there. You can check it out there. DiscovrTV, Shady Lanes, Confines of Everything, featuring Muse.
Oh, there, lit.
Lit, very lit. Go and check that out. And it kind of like, the reason why I'm bringing them up is that they released a song last year called Waterfall, which kind of had a bit of a Jeremy Loops mix.
Oh,
is my mic doing this to me?
Yeah, we lost your audio again for a sec there. Yeah.
Oh, we're good.
I know you and me both panicked, didn't we, Toya?
I did. I was like, no.
Is it me? Is it me? Oh no, it's not.
No, it's doing it. No, sorry, it's me. I'm having issues with my roadcaster tonight. My mic keeps on switching itself on and off for no reason.
Oh.
So anyway, going back to it. So they played this. They dropped this track last year called Waterfall, which was this very poppy, guitar-driven song, nice sax player and everything. And I was like, cool. Then they send me the new single. I'm like going, what the fuck? Where's Shady Lanes? What happened? Who's this band? It's like, who are these guys? And it's the same guys, but they've just gone on a musical journey, finding themselves and being true to who they are as musicians. And that's kind of why I bring them up as an example. And I was saying to Martin, it's quite ironic that tonight we're having two artists that their beginnings are very different to where they are right now. On a musical journey, and so radically different compared to the original sound of Toya or the original sound of Shady Lanes to where we are now, listening to Toya Delazy. And I mean, you talk about the fact that you've now taken time, but tell us a little bit about that journey, going from signed to a major label and literally having the world at your feet to kind of dropping off.
That was a heavy sigh. That was
I'm like, bye.
You're like literally dropping off the face of the earth and redefining yourself to a large degree, moving countries. Because you're now around the corner from Martin, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Martin's in London.
Well, people who are not from London say like, because we could be miles away from each other, but we're
okay,
but near enough.
Okay, cool. Okay.
So tell us a bit about the journey.
So basically, so I was signed to Sony, and it started off really good. I mean, for Dewdrop at least, I was open to the changes, and it was, oh my goodness, I mean, from playing in the pubs to what happened. I wasn't ready for that. I mean, I was like a kid, man, and everything just blew up, and it's not like I had the time to catch up, and it was just like immediate. And I don't know, I think ever since the South African audience or the world was introduced to me, now they were like, okay, so this is me. And I felt so defined. And with my second album, Ascension, because I felt like I was writing a book, but an audio book, but with the albums, like Dewdrop, like, I don't know, I think like this. So it's like a dewdrop of hope on a plant that's growing, and then the Ascension, and then Uncommodified, and then now this is what it is, AfroRave Vol.1. So I've always thought like that. So the topics were changing, and I was also now falling in love. So now I had to change, but sometimes it feels like our community, or I don't know, people just aren't ready to. They're just not ready for certain things. They block out a lot of knowledge. They'd rather not know and just like hate on you hard. I don't know. So I just realized also, like at SA, like, it's bad, man. Like queer people get killed and stuff.
No, man, it's just ridiculous. We have a massive problem in this country, unfortunately.
Nah, you know. Yeah. So like, I was just like, I don't want to keep fighting. It was getting into like a really dark place with the label. I was feeling stuck, and the stuff I was writing wasn't getting out. So, then you feel like you're on the back burner. So I was just like, this isn't working. So I decided to leave 2015. And we parted ways, and I was like, I wanted to go to the UK anyway. I just wanted to go learn something else, because I was like, okay, now I'm in Camps Bay. Yes, I got a nice crib, but what do I know? I just felt like I didn't know enough to be just like chilling back and saying, okay, I'm done. You know, it just didn't feel right, you know. So I'm like, okay, yes, I could be on 5FM, but where's that put me in the world, you know? I want to.
We're stuck in our own little pond.
Yeah, it was like, and it's like, I've seen this loop already. I'm kind of, let's see. You know, the worst, I think for me, it was like rather try and fail than fail to try. I didn't know what would happen. I didn't have a lot of cash, just savings. And once you also go independent, it's like, it's not like everybody's going to like you. Yeah, like it's like they dig you when you're at Sony because you're the big boys. But then when you're independent, it's like, who you? Like,
you kind of got to find a whole new tribe, don't you? Really, once you go independent.
Yeah, so it's been just like in these 6 years, just years and years of like just trying to get my music out there because I've done an independent album already that was called Uncommodified. We didn't do well, but like I'm just glad I did it. Like I've been learning. I think, you know, business-wise, I've just grown as well. I mean, as a young businesswoman, like, you know, not burning the bridge entirely with Sony. Like, there was a scuffle. Like, it wasn't cool. The setup of a 360, I think it should be used for a certain amount of time. And then, I don't think you can tie an artist to something like that. I heard they actually tried it here in the UK and everybody like pushed it out. And then in SA, of course, we ate it up, you know. But how could I know? How could I know?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I mean, you see a lot of artists.
You don't get told about options, do you? You just get told what's there. You don't get told about the options.
Yeah. And I came from.
You get tied in. You get tied in a big way, and we've seen it happen with a lot of labels locally in South Africa as well, where an artist gets signed up, and then they all of a sudden sign to this 360 degree. This 360 degree in every possible way deal where they can't get out of it. And if they want to get out of it, it's going to cost them a fortune in money because the record company says, no, but you owe me money now. It's like, you just can't go right. And it's a big issue.
As you talk about it, like it's coming back. I needed like therapy for that. Like people kill themselves for things like that. So no, seriously, I was lucky that, we got out and they understood the breach, which my manager managed to find, you know. So I was lucky. I was really lucky because you don't survive that. So I was just happy with my freedom. I was happy because I tried in the States. I went to the States and then in New York, and then I went to Los Angeles, and I don't know, it just felt like so out of touch. And also they shoot people there, people like me. So I was just like, I don't want the smoke. I was just like, I don't want it. I'd rather maybe the British. There's a bigger connection because even this. Have had. Is that me or you?
No, it's me. It's me again.
You're out of hand today.
I'm not winning with this today. I don't know why. Sorry, man. I apologize, guys.
Keep you on it. We just have to get kept on. We're always being kept on our toes here.
Yeah. Not to
never
be
had this
serious.
ever before. But so you're in the UK now. And I mean, how much has that influenced you in finding this new sound that is AfroRave?
A lot, because it's a melting pot here as well. Very much like South Africa, except healthier, I'd say. And the cultures work well together and everyone gets along. So that's why falling in love with techno, left field bass, double bass, which is like, I would say, contemporary English sounds. You know, it's not really. So me, and also with the Zulu, like being homesick, and also just sharing stories. It just felt like, I was like, what could I give them? Because this is where English is from, you know? And there's thousands of artists, if not me, like, so what could I share? And I realized my history, my culture was always intriguing. Like, if I'd speak to them in Zulu, or whatever, or like, you know, they'll be like, oh my God, how do you do that with your mouth? So it was silly, but
no, and I mean, you like you say, you've kept true to yourself and true to who Toya Delazy is as an artist, which I think is vitally important. And before we carry on talking about this new album, let's go back a year and I want to show this video because it's a phenomenal video. Cool. I know this video won you shitloads of awards as well in terms of being out there, and it is an incredible piece of work. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Toya Delazy. Here we go.
Yeah, pa' con beso de mengan. Asitshela ukuthi ubani uma sihamba sophanda thatha idlala noba ngane zoma sebefuna ukusiqhatha qhatha awubatshena udume ngani hey udume ngani osophethe zikhokho phethe zibeliboko ozokhotha umsoko ekumnandi sisonke isigubhu siyashisa wonke umuntu uyafisa ngena nawe nandisa thatha phatha mawuzizwa hamba ekhaya mawuhisho thina siyabusisa ubumnandi chisa igazi sonke isikhathi qhaqa ibhanje khipha ukushisa phuza amanzi sekutshani uyeka inkani man awubatshena udume ngani hey udume ngani osophethe zikhokho phethe zibeliboko ozokhotha umsoko ekumnandi sisonke
How good is that, Toya Delazy? Yeah. Wow.
Amazing.
Wow. Hang on, I got you muted there. I'm getting carried away. I'm getting carried away. Yo.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah. You dig it. Show me a South African.
Yo.
I think a round of applause for whoever did the crochet work as well. That's
Yes,
that's
can I
what-
shout out Kyle? You know, we got those blankets from a dog shelter.
Wow.
Actually,
Oh, wow.
so yeah, and then they Kyle Lewis, who I've been working
Yes.
with for years now. Like, I think he's just my team. Hey Joe, Joe says best video, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've been working together, and I think you need to also bond with your directors. So I've been really trying to cultivate a relationship of working with people long term instead of being like, you know, just taking and going, and also working with South Africans, because as much as I haven't left, I've just expanded, but I really want to bring it back home. So like most of my team is South African, but then I also give them a chance to cross pollinate, as in like then this team meets the one in South Africa, and like then some of them even gone to other jobs and they carry on working with the producers, like the mixing. So it's really starting to be a good space for just relationship work, music, and for South Africans and British to like share ideas, you know. So that's what it's
kind of why
becoming.
we started this show, New Music Mondays, live from London and Johannesburg every single Monday. And that's exactly what we try and do here as well, is bringing UK sounds and South African sounds and getting people to discover new music in that way. And I mean, some of my favorite artists I've discovered through Martin on the show, and hopefully Martin's discovered some of his new favorite artists.
Amazing.
That's so sick.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's what we kind of do. Kanye was just asking, Toya, do you think the country is open to this sound yet? In South Africa specifically?
I think it's gonna be. It might take a long time, maybe. I don't know. Like I've accepted that I'm always like a bit ahead, but right now, yeah, it's taking off. So by the time they click, I mean, I'll be there. But right now, it's taking off. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the producer, and I've gone blank
But they
on his
love it
name.
though.
I'm trying to think of that producer. What's his name, man? He's very much into this sound. I don't know how I've gone so blank.
Diplo. Who?
No, South African. He sang a song with a girl by the name of Nucci. Damn! I had him back in the day. Why have I gone blank on this? He's a massive alternative underground.
Stop thinking about it. It'll come back to you.
Yeah, I've gone blank on it. I don't know why.
Just carry on talking. It'll come back to you.
Oh, I've gone blank.
Stop thinking about it.
Blank. And ran to the guy.
Just carry on talking. It'll come back to you.
Yeah, it'll come back to me. But anyway, so
When it does, let us know.
Matambo, Spook Matambo. I don't know why. Going back to Spook sound, I'm hearing kind of influences in that as well. I mean, you know, Spook was very groundbreaking in this kind of industrial underground hip hop kind of dance scene that was happening inside and still is, and I believe he's back. He's also been there for a while. He's doing new music again, so I'm really excited about that. I'm actually trying to get him into our little studio here.
He's a trailblazer as well. Love him.
Absolutely. And I think you're doing that now for Toya Delazy, being a trailblazer in your sound, in this AfroRave sound, which I think is incredible. And I think, yes, I do think the country's ready for it. I think the country's open to it. I don't doubt it for a second. I think we're starting, especially the youth. And
they dig it.
They dig it. They get it.
They dig it. They want to rave. They got pent up energy. We all want to. We're stuck in the house. It's like
exactly it.
They don't want to slow down.
I listen to what my son's listening to and his friends and things like that. And it's nothing like the traditional kind of hip hop or the traditional kind of rock.
No.
They blending sounds, they're blending ideas, they're trying different things in terms of what they're listening to. I mean, I was telling the guys earlier in the interview that I did with the guys earlier. There's a young hip hop artist that our son's introduced me quite a bit to. I'm just trying to find it here now. Ski Mask. I don't know if you know.
He's dope.
And his new EP, he's got a lot more industrial on his new EP. And I'm like, wow, he dropped a new EP last week. And I'm like, damn, okay, this. I can listen to this.
This is what's up. Literally.
And I'm old.
No.
I'm digging the stuff that's coming out now, man.
It's not about age. Music, good music is about connection. It's not about age. If we are connecting, that means it's a good vibe. And the fact that we are, you shouldn't be embarrassed. Age is just a number.
And there's another guy also breaking in South Africa at the moment. Do you know Muzi?
Oh, I love Muzi. Yeah. I love him.
Kanye was actually just saying, Muzi, another one.
We did
with him.
Oh, I'd love to. We've spoken about it. We did African Express together because I did it with them as well with Damon Albarn and that was sick. So guys, things are happening, and I think it's so nice to reflect and still have these connections of people who are there in the beginning of the journey. You know, like I feel like my journey has been made by a lot of people. You know, and to get to this point, just to define AfroRave because it's an unapologetic. African alternative genre celebrating indigenous languages through rave. So drum and bass, techno, and left field bass. So I just want to encourage people because it feels also like old languages are dying, you know, like Zulu, like they all dying out. And we've also been through a lot as the Zulu nation, like we lost the king and the queen this year. So just something positive, you know, and something that I can talk about because that's how I've grown up, you know. It's the
posting
best.
a link as well to the Spotify so everybody can go and listen to the album because I think it's important that people go and check this album out. Please go and check out the album. It's a phenomenal piece of work. We are going to chat a little bit about the album, but I thought let's get onto the brand new. I don't know is there a newer video since Resurrection?
Yes, there is. Oh no.
Oh no.
There's only Resurrection.
Okay, so I'm not missing something. I was like, no, you could have dropped a video in the last week and I wouldn't have known about it. But let's go and check it out. So this is Resurrection, everybody, which is another phenomenal piece of work from this album, AfroRave Vol.1 by Toya Delazy. You want to check out this album. You want to check out these music videos. This young lady is back, and she's back stronger than ever. Here we go.
empintshini abashiselwayo baphume ekhishini abanovalo nibuye noshintshe thina we within bacwile emanzini sesihambe emafini bhekane emkhathini too high inkantini too nice ushatini siyawe ehlathini bathi drop the pin pingy pingy pin pingy pingy pin thina we within now we within ukuza kwesibili sikaphela amaqili qhubeka phaphile yayibona le way thina we within bathi drop the pin pingy pingy pin pingy pingy pin resurrection sifukile zanamanzi bomile inephakathi bakhombise kaqe kumgogodla bodlisi 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 ibodlisi hey what resurrection sifukile zanamanzi bomile inephakathi bakhombise kaqe kumgogodla bodlisi 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 ibodlisi hey what bomile bona nemali ngenile cheka nesikhathi simashile awujive kangaka jumpile ile yini phakathini yini phakathini resurrection sifukile zanamanzi bomile yini phakathi bakhombise kaqe kumgogodla bodlisi 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 ibodlisi hey what resurrection sifukile zanamanzi bomile yini phakathi bakhombise kaqe kumgogodla bodlisi 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 ibodlisi hey what
Again, I get just caught up in the whole sound. Like I'm just driving away, and I was like, "Oh damn, we gotta push stop."
I know, blitz.
So, Martin, I have to ask you, Martin. This is the first time you hearing Toya.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah, amazing. Like, you know, it's like thinking about just the stuff that we like said get introduced to on this show and listening to the different cultures and like connecting cultures. It's fantastic. I mean, amazing imagery, amazing sounds as well. And it's, I mean, I always things like synapses go weird in my brain that might not make connections to anyone else I know. But I'm like thinking, it even reminds me of the Prodigy or something like that.
Oh, those are my heroes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sick. Okay,
cultural connection that's just going to get people, like you said, people just going, no, I'm just driving. Let's get this thing going on.
Yeah, getting along.
Love it.
Absolutely. Oh, thanks, man. That's so kind, and thank you.
I think because it just like because I think I do this radio show over in the UK here as well now, an online radio show, and you know the basic remit of that is I want to introduce people to new music as well.
Yeah.
So like sometimes it's good to have, you know, I that's the great thing about these kind of conversations and talking to Jules as well and getting that kind of cross-cultural thing so that I can, you know, some of that is pushing my boundaries as well because it's stuff I'm not being introduced to. So then that inspires me then to go, right, I'm going to introduce this to my listeners as well and go like have a listen to this. So it all starts to create a big opening of people going like rather than just going, oh, I just, you know, I'm listening to the same old stuff again and going, oh, well, you know, it's a great reaction when you like that great reaction when people go, as we've said, what the F. When people go like,
that's
a great reaction when someone goes, what is this? It's a great reaction. Love it.
Yeah.
Martin and I started a show called What the F Radio, and this fits in exactly like that because you sit there and you go, what
the F?
That just is.
You're like, what the F? Wow, yeah, it's and I also treat it like a cultural piece because I'm just like I feel like I really found my footprint as in what I can share with the world, and that's why the lyrics are there. I also get them done and like, you know, it's a poetry as well. further to reveal the power of language, because you may not be able to say it, but then when you read it,
I was going to ask you if that had been sort of thought in terms of like the actual lyrics showing up there, because I know sometimes they can't. We were talking to one of the artists last week who said the lyrics on his, he hadn't thought about it and realized that someone had I think the algorithm had picked up the lyrics for his song.
Oh,
wow. That's not what I'm told. That's not what I said.
Yeah, and in Zulu, I mean Zulu. I don't think YouTube knows Zulu, so I put the Zulu and the English. I wrote them out, and I just want people to feel. Even though you can't hear what I'm saying, you can feel it. You know it's good, but I also want you to know.
Yeah. Well. I think that's a great. I mean, it's an interesting you saying that. I actually did. I worked on a project where we created a Zulu language CD. It was called Colloquial Zulu. It was called.
Oh wow!
Just at the end of last year, obviously for people kind of learning to speak colloquial Zulu stuff. The interesting thing for me was I had no translation. I was literally recording the Zulu conversation.
Oh.
I had no English translation at all.
Oh my gosh!
But as you said, even within that, how quickly you start to get engaged in the rhythms and the culture, and you start. Even though I didn't understand what was being said, I started to get a feeling for what was being said, and you how quickly you can actually engage with people if you just start to listen.
Yeah. I'm glad. That's exactly what I wanted. Someone who wouldn't speak Zulu to take out of it. So. I'm glad to hear that.
You feel it in your bones.
Yeah. I want it to be accessible. The point is not to exclude people, but to include them and to make I want to go that far in my art. Like if I could put Braille on the screen, I would.
That'd be good. Yep. I think if there's anything we're maybe a little guilty of in the UK, it is like if it's not in English, we're kind of
I'm shocked this played on BBC, guys. Like, because I was like. When we first started with AfroRave, seriously, we almost made an English version of Funani because we're like, and I did it and it just didn't feel wrong. And I that's when I decided, I was like, listen, it's either all or nothing. I can't half-bake this.
Absolutely.
I had to take the risk. I'm going to shoot for it and let's see what happens. So we really
did the right thing. You did the right thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Because otherwise we'll never change, right? We need to get, just listen.
I had to make it nice. You're like, okay, fine.
Let's talk about AfroRave for a second. And I've got it up here on Spotify.
Oh, wow.
Everybody, please go and check it out on Spotify. But, you've got 11 tracks here. What are the standout songs for you as Toya? If you had to, let's pick one. And we're going to play it. Because I want to know what song on here has meant the most to you or is... the song that moves you the most, I suppose. Let's look at it.
Okay. Listen, they are all amazing. But Teeny is about mental health in the Black community. And we never speak about it. It's a tough topic, but if we don't speak about it, we'll never heal. We always act like Black people don't have mental health issues. We do, especially after apartheid, and things like that. I think on both sides, people are damaged. And we should have gotten lots of psychiatric help or whatever, spiritual help, whatever you needed to get, so
we're still struggling with that as a country.
Oh yeah, I mean, femicide, homophobia, all that is a result of, what happened.
But I will say this, is I do believe the youth will change it all.
Oh, we're resurrected.
I mean, I look at my son, and my son grew up in South Africa. He grew up in Italy. He doesn't see color or race. Or
we don't. Well, we feel it. We do.
But he doesn't. He sits there and he's that. I don't care. His best friend is Black. He's now dating a Black girl. I'm like, that's
beautiful. Lucky him.
He's happy. And to me, and I don't really want to talk about it in that way, but I think it's like he doesn't see color. He just sees a human being. And I think it's so important. And I see the youth doing that, and I'm going, yes, please.
Yes,
please. Because I think so many of us, like you say, have been scarred by what apartheid was, Black and white.
Yeah.
It really has, I grew up in the Eastern Cape a lot of my life. So I grew up on a farm with my grandparents, in between school and this. I spent a lot of holidays there. So you kind of, you saw what happened in this country, and we got scarred on all sides, and we still are.
Hey, we damaged
seeing the youth coming through now, seeing kids my son's age, and that they don't care. They're like, sorry, but this is who we are, and we're just going to be real with each other. And I'm like,
we're gonna
yes,
get
please.
it's energy. The age of energy. Yeah, the age of energy.
I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it, and I'm so proud. In a way that I'm proud of him, not because he's dating a black woman or anything. I'm proud of him because he doesn't care. He doesn't care what color is. He doesn't care who you are. He cares about you as a human being, and that to me is like, yes, please. That's all I want. And that makes me more prouder than any other way I could be, because he's being true to himself.
You ready?
He's being true to the people in front of him. And I think that for me is potentially what I think AfroRave can do as an album.
Wow.
It doesn't care whether I understand the language or not. It really doesn't matter. It's about what it makes you feel, and what it makes you feel emotionally, musically, in so many different ways that you sit there and you go like, yeah, get it.
Yeah.
Get it. Don't have to understand the words.
I'm here for it.
You know, like you were saying, even doing a colloquial CD like that, you're like going, you're feeling it. You're understanding what the language potentially is about. And I think that's where I find a lot of South African languages are very, very powerful in that way, is that they are more of a feeling than just a language.
Yeah.
And I think on that subject, let's just do that. Let's listen to Toya. Toya Delazy off the album AfroRave Vol.1. This is Tinny. Take a listen and tell us what you think.
Khali for sure sakum John Dolls phupha ngezulu kosiphendula nazi khukhulu swele umfulu uzungikhumbula lethu kuthula la ngingashoni khanda ungakhona themba ungabona Qonde yajika sekuyavika yakhika yagqiba yaphika yagila dedela dudula phila kwiqiqisa shintsha isimo hihihi bheka bathini bebehleka kuvela isini manje uNkulunkulu uthini manje uNkulunkulu uthini manje uNkulunkulu uthini manje uNkulunkulu uthini uNkulunkulu uthini manje uNkulunkulu uthini uNkulunkulu uthini manje uNkulunkulu uthini manje uNkulunkulu uthini manje uNkulunkulu uthini uNkulunkulu uthini manje uNkulunkulu uthini uNkulunkulu uthini manje uNkulunkulu uthini manje uNkulunkulu uthini sesiyakhula mfethu phale nje sigada amabululu kuphela qhuba lempilo hamba nomlilo bathi sinomlingi kanti sikhethiwe intaba zemile siqunga isibindi ngeke ungasindi ikhathi zimi kodwa sakhile mali ngelile izulu lithini mase kuliwe noma kuthini ngizokuthini bebehleka kuvela isini manje uNkulunkulu uthini manje uNkulunkulu uthini manje uNkulunkulu uthini manje uNkulunkulu uthini uNkulunkulu uthini manje uNkulunkulu uthini uNkulunkulu uthini manje uNkulunkulu uthini manje uNkulunkulu uthini manje uNkulunkulu uthini uNkulunkulu uthini manje uNkulunkulu uthini uNkulunkulu uthini manje uNkulunkulu uthini manje uNkulunkulu uthini manje uNkulunkulu uthini 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 uNkulunkulu uthini vele nje fanele sihambe sokusiqhubeka nempilo sigada amabululu manje uNkulunkulu uthini.
Wow, that's power. That's Toya Delazy.
The lyrics as well, if you want.
Oh,
you want to go in?
More.
I know.
You're trying to rave.
Oh, we just want to have a party. There we go.
I do.
And we want to party with you. There's no doubt about it.
I can't wait.
That is AfroRave, the sound.
Yes.
It's yours. You own it.
Yeah, but anyone can join.
They can join.
Love it.
But you own it. It's yours.
Well,
so tell us a little bit about the process of making this album, because obviously this album's been a journey. it's been an incredible journey. 34 minutes, 11 songs of pure, just feel it in your bones. Tell us a little bit about the making of this album and how it all came together.
Yeah, so basically, I started, I'd say 2018, early 2019, I dropped Goma. That was the first AfroRave song, which I did with Rough Riley. And Rough Riley and them, they're big people out here. I didn't even know. I was at a cypher. I was rapping in Zulu. The producer was like, yo, I like your style. Let's get into studio. And it turned out to be Rough Riley. And he's working with like Avelino. Pretty big people, you know. I thought I lost you guys. Yeah, so geez, I ended up in the studio, we made Goma, and then it just came to me. I was like, okay, I'll just keep making this, you know, working with people that understand. Then Funani came with Henry, Joy Anonymous. He's with Warner Music now. And yeah, it's just like the most incredible producers. Like he's Gaelic, like proper, like English, redhead, like tall giant. Like but like we get along like a house on fire. When me and him are together, it's like so much fun, and we make cool music. So we just like clicked each other, and I was like, okay, let's just keep making music. So we'd link up and just talk, and depending on how we feel, like Teeny, for example, we just met up at this one collective I used to work at, and we're like, what are we going to do today? And I was like, yeah, he started making this beat, and I was like, oh, I did this. And then I was feeling a bit low, so I just wanted to write something honest. I was like, if I'm going to do this music, I'm going to have to be like completely honest. I can't, no bullshit, you know, like it has to be genuine to my experience. It needs to heal me, you know, because really it's talking about dreaming of heaven while you literally, I don't know, underground, you know, you're dreaming of a better, and like, it was tough. I think that was also after the lockdown hits. So yeah, after Funani, I was getting ready to like travel, because like we're getting a buzz, people are liking it, and I thought, okay, now I'm ready. And I'd invested so much into the video. We're nominated for Laurie. We won a Laurie. So yeah. I was feeling like, okay, maybe this will help me get back. Because as you said, it's been a long time. It's been really hard to rebrand and also get that momentum going again, because I've had to like literally start from stop. So the lockdown, I was just like, oh no, like everything pulled out. Even the video from Kawe, like, oh, there's so much to tell you guys. But anyway, I was just like, when that happened, I was like, listen, I'm just going to do music, because I was like, I'm not going to survive that. Like, everything getting taken away. I was just like, let me just finish making this album, because I had a few tracks I've been working with people, and I just chose the ones that I really felt I connected to. And we just carried on writing. We just wrote. I just taught myself skills. I learned how to DJ, live produce. And I was just hanging with my friends, like, because especially for us in the arts, there was nothing. Like, we couldn't, I mean, I had a few live performances, but my last, like, performance with humans, like, in the crowd, like, I think last year, March.
Yeah.
So, and also, like, the pound is really tight, eh? So, like, I've made my money last long, but it's been really tight on the rand as well, you know, when it's 21.
It hurts. Yeah, it hurts a lot. Eh?
Yeah, it's been tight. It's been touch and go, eh? Yeah, but
you're here. Yeah. And you've delivered an incredible body of work. And I honestly believe it can only go from strength to strength. And I mean, you guys are coming out of this lockdown on the 19th, so hopefully gigs will be happening again.
Looks that way.
And things. Boris has announced it. Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, there's some incredible people that Martin knows on that side as well. So you guys should definitely hook up on that side. But yeah, I mean, you know, and just seeing what's happening. Yeah, just seeing what's happening. I think your time is now.
Yeah,
this is the right time for this album.
Yeah. Oh man, it's just great to have so much support, like, and also for the right thing. It's not like we're paying people. You know, sometimes in this industry, you put money into the wrong things and you force things on people. I feel like this whole process has been so organic and really given the opportunity for us to chat. You know, like really just chat, because now we can't chat online. You get cancelled. You get like, just like the culture is all messed up at the moment. Yeah. And so this has given me a point to speak and also just heal. Like, there's so many things I've been holding in, and when you hold things in, it kind of kills you inside. So yeah, I think it was really for also therapy, this entire thing. So if other people feel the same, that's great.
And that's amazing you say that, because I think, that exactly was the same message I got out of the interview I had with Shirley Lanes earlier. The guys were saying that video and that song was therapy for them, because they finally got to say the things that they'd been feeling, especially one guy who's been, hey, there's my son DK saying, hey.
What's up, DK?
So, and just giving yourself a chance to let it out and to release it. And I think that release is so powerful.
Yeah.
And it's one thing, I actually had a chat to Dylan about this in terms of his lyric writing. He finds that when he writes, it's to release.
Yeah, it's catharsis.
The pain. It's exactly that, and I think that's so important.
But also that what you do by doing that is you create a shared experience with someone else who hasn't got that, who hasn't been able to find that way out as well. So I think you get that out of you, and then you find that someone else has that same experience, and that's how we connect.
Yeah, because also me, like, I think when I first fell in love with music, it was also harder after I lost my mother. I used to be like an athlete, SA athlete. I thought I'd just be like, because I was doing cross country for South Africa. I used to play hockey for KZN Christian schools. So like that was my way out, like seeing the world a bit, because I really grew up sheltered, like in a lot, religion, royalty, politics. I was really cut off from the world and a lot. So when I did sports, at least I could get out. And then when that happened, like I lost my love for sport. I don't know, I think it happens. And then I found music, and honestly, it healed me. Like it was the only thing that could address what I was feeling. And that's how that album was made, so to be back in that space. And when it comes from that, I think I lost it a bit with the signing. And I felt like, because when you also, with the signing, if the deal is not right, and also the people, the pressure, it's like, you have to be this person. And it's like, when I act, I can't act myself. I'm the best gift to to the universe if I'm at peace with myself, and I found I was fighting against myself a lot. I was hiding, whether it was my sexuality or, I was scared. And you can't create from a point of fear, so that's why
you had to go through that journey.
I had
to. I think it's so important, I think it's we all do. We have to go through these journeys to get to where we want to be, or to get to where our place is, whether it's where we want to be or whether it's where we land up. I think is immaterial. You've got to go through these journeys to find that next space. And, I kind of, lockdown, funnily enough, did it for me. It helped me. It forced me. It pushed me to a point where it's like, so I've been wanting to build this studio. I've been wanting to create this space where artists can come and perform, and I can film them, and I can create my own version of Tiny Desk in this country.
Sick.
I did it.
Yeah.
I literally said, well, I'm going to do it. And that's exactly what I did. And now they're coming. I mean, I've had Kuli Chana in here. I'm having artists come in here all the time.
And me, where's my invite?
When you come to South Africa, young lady, don't.
You obviously haven't spoken to Julian recently. It's like, it's basically an open invitation.
Yeah. Here's what it looks like. There it is. So that's the little space we've created.
I can see myself playing that piano.
Woo! Oh, yes. I just got that this weekend, and I'm just busy having a tune this week.
Yes, but, energy.
It's exactly it. It's energy. And it's a space that I want people to feel comfortable in making music.
Well,
and
I think, you.
That's what we need. And that's what lockdown did for me and helped me to find that space. And I think, we all go on journeys to find things.
Yeah.
Martin's just unfortunately had to shut down his studio. They demolished the building. The building. But it's going to open up a new opportunity for Martin. It's going to open up new doors, and it's going to Martin's going to build this there.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly cool.
There. So Martin's going to create Tales from the Lounge there.
This space is important. It's good you follow. I think everybody had a call. Everyone has a call within them. I think so. And like, not to be mean, but like, it was sink or swim o'clock. It's like, it's not like everybody was in the same boat. We're all starting again. So it's either I could have just sat and done nothing and been like, I'm going to wait and see. But I was like, wait and see what, like, just do it. That's what I told them. Just do it. Yeah.
I'm glad you did.
I'm glad I did. Skin on my teeth, literally. It was tight.
Sure. Okay, well, look, we've already reached an hour. We could sit here and talk all night. Can you believe it? But before we go, obviously, I would like to potentially play another track off the album.
Okay, yes.
Choose for us
can I choose it?
Yes, you can. But before that, okay, lockdown's finishing. 19th of July. It's over for you guys. You can go out. You can party. Obviously, what are the plans for Toya?
Oops.
As we go into another lockdown.
Yeah, that's cold. But hey, we've been also cooped up for a while.
No, you guys have had it a lot worse than we have.
Yeah. No, I'm lucky I escaped. I escaped on the 24th of December. Literally, I got into South Africa just as they were closing all the flights. So at least I spent my Christmas, New Year in South Africa. But, and then I had to go back when they said hotel quarantine. I mean, that was just a low blow. Like, yeah, okay. I mean, now you have to go back. It's like, I'm not paying £1,700. Like, no, that's like a whole video or something. Like,
what's up for Toya in 2021 after July 19?
Hopefully shows. Hopefully I can get a booking agent, and then maybe start actually having people feel this thing. Feel it live. Yeah.
I can just imagine how insane that's going to be.
We're gonna be kicking dust.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know. We're going Zulu style.
And then by December, come back to South Africa and have a bit of a tour.
Oh, yes. Actually, that is in the plans as well. So thinking, what do you think, September or December?
I'd say December, because I think we'll be over the worst of it by then. And I mean, I've already had my first vaccine now, so we're starting to vaccinate.
It took a while, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's taken a long time. So I think by December, we should hopefully have a lot more vaccinations done.
Okay.
And I think venues will be back open.
Summer's just generally a lower risk as well, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, then I'm thinking of something really nice for the December. So because the plan is to, I like it here, but I want to spend SA and here. I'm trying to split my life into like.
There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely.
Yeah. Me too, Toya. That's exactly what I mean.
I'm migrating. I feel like a bird. I'm migrating.
I'll do it. I want to do the same.
Migrate. I can't do
that's all I want is a never-ending summer. That's all I want.
Yeah. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Speak that into life. Sage.
Well, please come visit us here in Johannesburg when you do come to South Africa.
Yeah.
Everybody go and check out this album. And we're going to let Toya choose out a playing out track for us off the EP, the album. Not an EP, it's a full 11-track album, this.
Yeah.
This is killer. So,
Big boy. Yeah.
Big boy. What can we play for you tonight, Toya, as we sign this show out?
Okay, I think I want to listen to Onako with you, because as South Africans, and because I featured Ladysmith Blackman Bazo's Legacy, which is the young Bazo. And for me, it was so important because I used to go to school with Tubabuile, who is the grandson of the late Tubaba Msheng that passed away. And we used to go to school how we're doing music, and we've just kept in touch. I work with them here too, because I got commissioned to do musical direction on this video game, Planet Zoo. And I got them to do the first sounds in Zulu for a game. So they had, those sounds like they would use as game effects on Planet Zoo and the singing. So I've been trying to, just really push the culture, when it comes to really authentic Zulu sounds, and, like how Ladysmith Blackman Bazo have done, like a cappella. But now this is the future. This is us growing up, and the next generation of these legends, I'd say. So collaborating with them on Onako. The way the song came out, and it's also a song against GBV, because it's like, why is it you don't see what you have till it goes? And it's like, it's trying to, it's just beautiful. I just love the way it came together. So this will give you a little taste of that Dewdrop Toya, because I'm singing, but it's still in Zulu. And listen to them. I was so homesick when I wrote this, and when I got the vocals, oh my God, they just filled the studio, and we were all blown away, because they were in Umlazi, and waking up at 3 in the morning to get to studio by 5, and I'm waking up here. So it was a crazy one. Anyway, that's Onako with young Basil. Yeah.
Well, Toya, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show. It's so great to see you again. It's been such a long time.
Yeah, I know, right? It's good to know you there.
To have watched your career and see where you are today, and it's an absolute pleasure to see what's happening.
Thank you for being there at the beginning. That's
definitely.
Yeah, no, that's what counts. It feels like a whole family.
Yep, so. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I hope you've enjoyed it.
Yeah. Let's go.
Martin's just driving in the background.
Yeah.
Can't wait. I'm joining in the
Martin,
vibes, man. I'm joining in with the vibes.
Nice to meet you. Thank you as well
Likewise,
for the
Toya.
conversation.
Guys, this has been New Music Mondays live from Johannesburg and London with our special guest all the way from London, Toya Delazy. Wow. Thank you so much, Toya. This is Onako. This is AfroRave Vol.1. Go and get it now. Go and watch the videos. Go and download the album, stream the album, get it on whatever platform you have.
Woo!
But get it now, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Oh, where's it gone now? Hey, where's the album gone? Come back. There we go.
Out of all the
Good night, everybody. See you next week, same time.
Ngathi uphethe uswazi bathi uswazi woza nolwazi inkosi yabafazi ngiphathele ukuchaza uzokweyihlazo uhambe neyibazi ngifondele ogazi beze neyinhlamvu ngiwumoya omuhle sibe munye siphumelele awuyeke isikhwele awoza la hlala phansi yeah awasiyona usuleka Woza sibambani skipha nolwazi tamele ilangi sidla ubumnandi sidedela uthando sakhe umlando yekela udlame hliziyo ithambe makungenjalo ngcono uhambe ubeke obala ungamehlule umshiya ekhaya ungameshiye ya awasiyona khobuzeka awasiyona khobuzeka awasiyona khobuzeka usalaya awasalaya usuwenze ngathawasi awasalaya usalaya awasalaya usuwenze ngathawasi usuwenze ngathawasi salaya usuwenze ngathawasi salaya salaya usuwenze ngathawasi usuwenze ngathawasi usuwenze ngathawasi salaya culture